What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first and probably only episode of Pimp My Pop-Up.
Even the damn key is busted.
You can put soda in it. Yeah, definitely needs some new trimming. Oh.
All right, so here we have an old 80s pop-up camper, which you can see there's some issues we're gonna have to deal with. Just got done vacuuming it out, cleaned up all the stuff out of it, but the cabinets seem to be in pretty good shape. Cabinets in good shape, countertops in good shape. Probably gonna have to fix that up. The stove here is in really good shape considering it's from the 80s. Nice and clean. We'll clean it up just a little bit more, get rid of some of that rust spots and stuff. Canvas actually isn't too bad. There's some tough spots, some rough spots. You can see a hole there. There's a few holes throughout some of the sleeping quarters area. A couple of patches to be done here. That's a big hole. That one's going to be a rough one. So, and then we got a little bit of water damage up here, but that's not really that big a deal. You got to remember this thing's been sitting for over, what, 7 years now? 8 years? So it's been sitting in the elements, really just dormant, not really doing much. So cleaned everything out. Gonna redo this floor. Gonna get the floor. We're probably gonna do some type of a laminate wood floor in here, and then we're gonna we'll redo the canvas as much as possible. You can see a small hole right there in that canvas. A couple of patch jobs that were already done before we got her, but there's definitely some work to be done on this bad boy before we can actually take it out on the road. Let's take a look at the outside, see what the outside looks like. The outside's actually in okay shape as far as the the panels go here. Paneling is good on the outside, all the way around for the most part. Again, canvas needs to be cleaned up. We'll clean all this up, make it look pretty. Maybe do something different with it, but underneath there, you can see that looks okay. Everything's all right here. A little bit of dings here we need to patch up. We'll probably redo all of the trim work and stuff on it and give her a paint job. Nobody will even know this was a J-coat once we're done with it. But definitely needs some cleaning. A little work under here to clean her up, and we should be good to go. The roof needs some work. As you can see, the trim all the way around. There's a bad spot. If I go around to this side, you can see the metal, sheet metal type roofing has started to come apart. I'm actually gonna have to replace that board that goes across there, and then find some type of this same type of sheet metal and just kind of do up all the corners, get all the trim done up, be good to go. Actually, I had to use turbo tape to hold it down while we were driving. It came flying up while we were driving down the road after we picked it up. So we got a little work ahead of us, but it's going to be fun. Now we're replacing that back panel board that you saw was all rotted out. Tore that up. Now we got some sheet metal to cover it up. Put this trim back up. Be good to go. All right, so now we actually added a couple of additional boards here to reinforce and to be able to get this trim to sit up right up underneath there the way it's supposed to all the way across. And let's see what she looks like when she's done. All right, we got that redone and sealed across. The trim is back up. Now we're gonna fold this back down. You can see how rough it is. So I've got some sheet metal to reattach everything and go over it. So it'll go across this whole back panel all the way down, and we'll make it look pretty. All right, now I got the metal across there. Obviously you can see the bumps and stuff, but we're gonna fix it up a little better. But we've got her covered with the sheet metal all the way across, and the corners look like crap. This is gonna be one of those that looks good from the distance job. When you look at it from the front, it's gonna look bad, but I got some corners that are gonna go over this and recover this entire thing. Trim it all out, get rid of all the screws you can see. It's actually gonna be trimmed all the way across here, and I'll do another trim up here that'll probably come down halfway. Get rid of some of those bumps and it'll look a lot better. All right, now we got it cornered a little better on both sides. Got the corner pieces in. Now we just gotta trim it up, and we are gonna paint it all. It's not gonna stay metal. Everything's gonna stay a different color. Obviously we're gonna be filling this gap in. Got some caulking that needs to be done, change this piece out, And then this part is gonna be pretty secure once we get it all caulked up and trimmed up. All right, so I got most of it done, and then I had to tear it back apart because when I went to put it back down, I realized, crap, I did it wrong, and I can't build it up. So I had to actually cut it to size perfectly to go at this slant here. So I redid a board and put it on, and now I got it framed back up, and it's actually even more sturdy than what it was. So silly me, had to learn from my mistakes, pull it all back off, and now I get to redo it. All right, and I learned from my mistakes. Now we got her up there nice and tight. So we got that aluminum all the way around there, pretty good. Now we just got to caulk it off, put some trim on the top, and be good to go on this section. And now it's magic, it shuts. Now we got her shut. Now we just got to make it look presentable. It doesn't look very good with just that metal like that. Once it trims up, cover all this up and get this all trimmed around all the way down, trim all the way across there, trim down here on this bottom part, caulk it up, and it'll be good to go. All right, we have this all completed, covered up, leak proof, no chance this is leaking. It's all finished, covered up. Now all I need to do is figure out, do I want to paint it or do I want to just leave it white? I think I want to paint it. At least this top part black, maybe paint the bottom white. I don't really know yet, but we sealed the vent off pretty good, and we sealed the trim that goes down the middle all the way. We re-caulked the entire thing. You can see all new caulking all the way down here, all the way around all the trim and everything, so we're good to go there. So this thing should be leak proof, at least as far as the roof and the siding goes. Now I just got to fix the canvas. All right, so we got her set up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this section all the way around the entire thing, because that's where all the bad parts are. You can see the staining, you see the tears there. So I bought some canvas, and I'm literally going to just replace. It's a little bit lighter color, so it'll actually tie in. It's more like this color here instead of the dark, so it'll tie this all in. But I'm gonna replace all of this, and I'm gonna create some, you know, the hook and loops that are supposed to be there to be able to keep this tight underneath, or recreate those. So I'm gonna do that all the way around. You can see the before pictures here, and then I'll show you the after. So we're getting the new canvas pinned up, and then we will actually use liquid stitch. We're not gonna really stitch. We'll stitch the corners and some of the middle just to make it tight, and then we'll use liquid stitch to adhere it, which is waterproof as well. So that works out really well, and then we'll waterproof all of the material. And we got the top side of it attached. Pretty good, just trimming it up over here. Might have cut it a little short. So it's gonna show just a little bit there. But the top side's attached all the way across. We got the sides down here attached. Started working on the middles all the way across there. And eventually we'll get this to where, just like this piece, this one will wrap underneath over here like so, and attach to those little notches over there with the bungee cord. You can see this bungee. Probably replace that, all that bungee and everything, straight across. But tell you what, that is looking a whole lot nicer than what it was. All right, we started to, we got the painting done. Redid the front of the fridge here to make it match the stove. Stove's obviously got to be cleaned up and stuff. About to redo the countertops. We're gonna redo the floor. But right now I'm actually installing some new LED lights, because these are the old school 1980 lights. So we're gonna put some of these bad boys up there, right there, you can see. We're gonna wire those back up. They're bigger, badder, and they go right there. So we're gonna get that done, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, we got new lights, new LEDs up here. It looks pretty nice. Now we gotta just make sure we wired them correctly. Let's see if they turn on. Yeah, there we go. Dual light, so I can have just one on if I want, or both. Double check, make sure this one works. Oh, yep, we're good there. Both on there, one on there. Look at me, I'm an electrician. All right, and so now we cleaned up the floor, and now we're gonna lay some new flooring down, which will actually look like that. We'll go in here, nice little wood grain flooring to go on top of the old. All right, All right, we got some new flooring in. All done up. Looks pretty good. Goes with the cabinets really nice. Everything looks good here. Now all I gotta do is just get some new hardware to go on the cabinets to keep them looking good so they close and stay good to go. Thinking I'm gonna get a new sink, new water faucet thing for this too. That looks pretty nasty. I'm not sure how cheap they are. If I can get a decent normal one that'll kind of fold down a little bit. All right, now we're gonna do the countertops. You see the old nasty weird looking countertops. Same thing here. We're gonna try and wrap them up. I'm just gonna use the stick-on stuff just to make it look better, that's all. So we got the latches here. You can see they're just rusted out, beat to crap. So I got some new ones. The lights here, the side trail lights, we're gonna swap those out. See where I started to kind of paint white. We're gonna paint everything. We're gonna paint over the Jayco sign and everything. Everything's gonna be white. We're just gonna go white all the way around. And then we're gonna have to continue on the canvas. I still haven't done this portion. I'm still replacing this bottom portion of canvas all the way around on the bottom just to make it match up nice. You can see it's in good condition over here, so I really don't even have to do anything over here, but I want it to look right. I want it to actually match. This is the trouble area right here that actually does need to be replaced. So this part actually does. You can see the stain and then the rip all the way around. But I do have some pretty new handles. You can see I already have the latches off on this side. Got some new lights here. We got the yellow and the reds to go on. But I got the new latches here. They're nice, pretty white to go with the white that the camper is gonna be itself. So all I gotta do is somehow get my electrician class done, because now these wires aren't color coordinated. So I'm gonna have to figure out which one's positive, which one's the negative. Because when I do these, we got a red and a black. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, which I'm pretty sure I can figure out. But we're gonna get the painting done. We should have everything all done today. So hopefully. All right, we redid the electrical, so now the lighting works. Got the nice new LED light on there. Now we gotta go back through and replace all the old ones too. But paint job looks pretty good. Still gotta do the bronze stripe around her. But we're gonna replace the lights and move right on. Okay, we got new lights. Go around, make sure all of them work. That one's on, we're good there. That one's on. I got new brake lights being ordered. You can see how cruddy those are compared to the new LEDs that I got. Plus I was one short. I gotta get one more for this. Another brake light, good. But they're all working, all solid, good to go. I got a side light ordered for this as well. So it'll be solid, good to go. All right, now we tape it all off. We got the white done. Now we tape it off, and now we're gonna do the bronze pinstripe. So it's gonna be like this color right there. So bronze all the way across there. And do both sides, this side and the other side. Let's see what she looks like. All right, we got bronze stripe. Let it dry for a little bit. And then we will go ahead and pull the tape off and see what it looks like. Probably not gonna look the greatest. I can see a couple of run marks already, but that's okay. I think it'll look okay still. It's gonna be one of those paint jobs that it'll look good from the distance, but then when you get up close to it, you're gonna be like, yeesh, yikes. And we've got both sides done canvas wise. So now this side's patched up. You saw that big hole that was right there. I did a little extra patchwork in there to make it nice and thick. Now I just gotta waterproof it all. But we've got it all lined all the way across, new canvas, all the way across there. And you'll see I've still got a hole up there, so I'm gonna patch that from the inside. But otherwise, everything on the outside is pretty good now. And I got a couple of little holes, one like that, and then on the other side, a few small ones, a few rips in the actual screen itself. But I got some screen to fix it, so that'll be the last thing for the outside, other than I have to finish the stripe on the outside of this side. The other side is done, and I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a little bit. All right, so we got our nice little bronze stripe going across the side. We just got to do the other side now. It'll be good to go. Got the weatherproofing on there. We scotch guarded all of the outside of the canvas. So everything is pretty much like new. Patched up all the holes. Be good to go. Just a couple more hours and this bad boy is going to be ready for the road. Oh, and we're just waiting on that light right there. That one right there. We're just waiting on that light to come in, and then the new tail lights as well to come in. Those should come in today. All right, coming down the home stretch. Countertops and everything are done. You already saw that, but I put the new sink in, a new faucet there, and new fridge for the camper. So eventually we're gonna be cleaning her all up. I got the new sheet set and everything. We gotta clean up all the mattresses and put the actual, the refurnished cushions in here and get everything back in here, get ready to go. So got a bunch of stuff here. I still got to install brake lights and everything else, but that'll just take a couple minutes. All right, here we go. So we got most of stuff done. Table redone on the top. Got some cushions down. New cushion upholstery all the way around. Looking pretty good. Everything there, and all I gotta do is put the sheets on. I got curtains that are actually going up over here on this side, so should be a whole lot better looking. Plus the gray sheets that match everything goes over there. And the plug's there. Got the big plug there, good to go with the fridge and the faucet. I gotta clean everything out, but we are getting done. Call me Mario. I'm officially a plumber. We've got working water in this bad boy. Everything drains, no leaks anywhere. We are rocking. All right, we got our new LED turn signals and tail lights, so that's good. I just gotta clean up around there, but I'll do that eventually. But all the LEDs look pretty good. All right, we are just about done. The only thing left that I have to do is get the handles for the drawers, the cabinets, and all that stuff needs to go in, but we are set up. We got our beds, sheets all on, pillows, good to go. New table, everything is set up nice. New fridge, everything's painted. New floors, all the upholstery is redone here. That side of the bed is good, and we got our AC unit up with our gaming system. We're gonna get a little Nintendo Switch action going with a little 2K21. And we got some Mario Kart and Assassin's Creed and Diablo and all that good stuff. Individual K-cup, got our coffee maker with our new water system, the new faucet, and we are ready to rock with the new lights. Everything is pretty much good to go. I mean, you could see patchwork and stuff on the canvas, no big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Some stains I couldn't get out on the inside again. Don't really care. Just looking for a nice little getaway, you know, a little bit of camping time with my boy. Nice time to get away, and you can see that little piece right there. When I slid the bed back out, it kind of tore that spot, but I can fix that, no big deal. But otherwise, this place is going to be a cool little hangout. You know, we've got 3 days coming up on, it's going to be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday where we have nothing going on. We're going to do some camping, and we'll hang out by the fire, make some s'mores, you know, get a campground with maybe a pool and, you know, a park that the kid can play at. And at night we can come in here and watch some movies and hang out, play some games, and just have a good time. So if y'all want to come join us sometime, just hit me up. Let me know. You guys can come hang out. I got an extra bed. My boy will probably sleep on one side. I'll sleep on the other. He'll be too scared to go and sleep in his own bed. So I'll have an extra bed here. Plus, this will all fold out. This actually folds down. I can get one more layer over here, and it actually all folds out to one big bed right here. So this actually works out. And then this also comes out and folds into a bed too. So technically, I have 4 beds in here. You can get a lot of people in this bad boy. Alright, well, we've been camping for a couple days now. You can see we got a mess, but we got the new hardware on there, and we already got some scratches. You can see that nice little ding there. But food and everything all over the place. But this has been pretty fun. We've been out here for 3 days now. Tonight's our last night, and then I head to the next bowling tournament. So we will see you guys around. He's actually watching Turbo right now. But we will see you guys around next time when we are around.